All you need is cake. All you need is cake. Cake. Hi, I'm Tracy. Welcome to or welcome back to my YouTube channel. A couple days ago, I created this little beauty. It's a simple little one-tier cake, and it's in the Lambeth style. However, there's something very unique about it because it is done all in fondant, except for the lace. It's the first time I've ever used fondant molds to create this beautiful texture effect. So it's kind of a practice cake for me, but I thought I'd take you along on my journey. Here we go. First, I started with a little buttercream on the cake board just to stick that bottom layer down. Here I have some lovely vanilla cake with some vanilla buttercream and strawberry filling. Smooth it out with my spatula. Make sure it gets right to the edge. And then I will stack and fill the rest of the cake. After that's all stacked, I will do a crumb coat, which is just a thin layer of icing to keep the crumbs attached to the cake. Smooth out the edge there. And then I'll chill the cake for about 15 or 20 minutes. After it's chilled, I will put a final coat of icing on the outside. Off to the side here, I have a bowl of very hot water. I'm soaking my bench scraper in it so it will get nice and warm. Then I'll dry it off and do 1 or 2 rounds around the cake. And what that does is it melts the very outside layer of the icing just enough to make it really smooth. Now here are some of the mold shapes I'll be using. I'll start with a barrel. Put some cornstarch in there, knock it out, and then push that fondant right in there. I use my fingers to scrape it off. You can use a tool if you prefer. Then I pinch the fondant into the center so it makes kind of a triangular shape because it's going to be going on the bottom of the cake and it fits better that way. Here's another one. It's a mini scroll. This time, since the design is so small, I'm going to stick it in the freezer to chill before I pop them out of the mold. Then they come out really easily. Oh, so teeny and so cute. I'm also going to do the small sea scrolls. They look very nice. And I've prepared all of them in advance. After I chill the cake, I put a light blue fondant on top. And now it's time for assembly. At this point, all I'm doing is putting a little water onto the cake fondant and sticking the barrels right there along the edge. That one is just a little too big, so I cut one of the little ends off. I'll also put barrels at the top, except this time I'm going to make sure the top of the barrel is flat and the bottom is kind of U-shaped. And I'll do that all around the edge. I wish I could work this fast in real life. Unfortunately, I just sped up the video. And this little space didn't quite have enough for a big barrel, so I cut that one down also. We'll call that the back of the cake. And on top of these barrels, I'll glue the mini scrolls. The ends are a little long, so I'll just cut them off with my X-Acto knife. And I'll do that all around the top. Squeeze a little mini one in there. There we go. These are the medium scrolls and pasting them onto the bottom barrels. I'm starting with the 2 scrolls attaching in the center, and then I'll do them the same direction all the way to the back. One little extra one, just stick it on there. Then I thought I'd add a little bit of edible lace. Here I'm just squishing the edible lace into my mold, making sure I've got every little space filled, scraping it off, and then I'm taking a little paper towel just to get all the residue. After that's dry, I will peel it out of the mold. This is a hand steamer. I'm just moistening the cake so when I put the lace on it will stick well. I've had to put it on a couple pieces, so I'm matching it up as best I can. And I'll just cut the excess off with some scissors. Yes, they are food-only scissors. I'll also piece a little design up there on top. After that, I used a little rose mold. Isn't that so detailed? I love it. And I'll place a mini rose on each of the joints. For this, I'm using piping gel because it sticks a lot better. And one for the top also. And as a final shimmering snowy finish, I've taken some pearl luster spray and I've airbrushed it all over the cake. Oh, look at that shine. I love it. It looks like the cake has iced over just for winter. Oh, one more thing. I designed a shirt. I have them for sale in my Teespring store. I'll have a link in the description. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you. Bye. Cake is all you need. So there we have it. If you are interested to know which molds I used, I will have links down in the description box and you can check those out. Thank you all for continuing to support me and my channel. I really appreciate it. I invite you to subscribe. You can also leave a comment. Thanks again. Bye.